Kiani.
Thanks. Did we consult with mana whenua before we advertised it?
So can I?
Yeah.
We have had conversation with mana whenua. Mana whenua, if you see from the papers that were attached, mana whenua were clear that they did not feel the need for further consultation. But I also had a face-to-face conversation with a representative from Ngāti Wheke.
Sorry, so before it was advertised, we talked to mana whenua or not? I understand through the process we have. I was just wondering if we'd done that before we advertised.
So there was consultation first through our normal channels with MTT, and then there was actually direct conversations with Ngāti Wheke.
Yeah. So they decided not to be part of the consultation.
Elected level.
Thank you. I'll open it up for debate. I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. That's carried. Thank you. Engagement working group. Anne, your time has come.
Unbelievable. I know. How about that? So, give me a minute. No longer. So, yeah. I'll take. So we'll take it as read, the engagement report here. So we're all aware of the ongoing challenges and barriers that council faces trying to engage meaningfully with our residents, and we all know that what they are. So the focus of this group was not to kind of go over things again that we already know, but was to look at what we can do to overcome them. So specifically, the specific purpose was for the working group was to identify practical and tangible ways that we could increase participation, and particularly with a focus on the long-term plan, and also to support Te Whitingia Strengthening Communities Together strategy. We were tasked with producing a strategy for pre-engagement on the LTP, and that's what you will see as attachments in front of you. And this was a specific focus for this working group. So I guess successful engagement means right time, right message, right audience, but I also think I'd like to add right place, and you'll see a list of actions that are there that will be entered into. And I think we had some really good engagement with the multicultural advisory group. We had a really good engagement with young people, and they had some specific thoughts about what could work. And one of them was actually going to, for example, diverse communities and having food together and actually talking through some of the issues that they were concerned about, and also presenting the information that they needed so they could engage with the long-term plan. So I think that probably sums it up, and I would like to thank the staff for the work that they did, and also the other members of the engagement working group. It was practical, it was down to earth, and I think we got some tangible things that we can measure going forward. So thank you.
Thank you. So you're moving that.
I'll move that.
And
yes.
do I have a seconder for that? Tim? Any discussion? Sarah?
Can I just thank Anne for her work chairing that, and also Celeste for putting it forward as a project for us to do, as well as the work that staff have put in. One of the other things that we did around this was to actually look at some of the other communications that council does, and the responses to customer service requests and some of the stuff around that, and had some really good conversations with staff. And we know that there's some changes already coming through that they had been working on to make sure that the information going out to the community around the work that we're doing is in line with the actual work we're doing, because sometimes things were automatic and not quite lining up, and so some really good work happening in that space too.
Thank you. I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. That's carried. Thank you. Next one, emissions offsetting ETS application.